So this is just going to be a random rant because, you know, I come to you as a mother. I'm going to speak to you as a mother, you know, and when I tell you I'm a mother, that should, you know, incite some feelings in you that I'm this maternal being, you know, this trigger word that I can use and I can pull in to place out on a stage to encourage you to see this caring side of me, you know. And I'm just watching Meghan Markle on my laptop as it stands, and I'm not quite there yet with transferring this video to you. But no doubt you've seen it, because everything that Harry and Meghan do gets transferred out into the universe, because that's what they do, at a charge, of course. And it's the video where Meghan's on the stage and she spoke Spanish in so-say a way. I'm not bilingual, so I can't judge, and, you know, I just about navigated English. But in watching her speak Spanish for the first time, and after her first sentence, her body, her actions sort of spoke for her, as she stopped to celebrate herself as she achieved the first sentence so well. And that was the moment I thought, So most people that speak Spanish fluently, and they are bilingual, they just speak in Spanish. It's just another way of conversing, a conversation, but within a different language. You know, that's a normal to them, so they don't need to stop to pause to go, oh my God, look what I just achieved. You know, it just flows. They speak Spanish because they can speak Spanish, and that's it. They don't stop to pat themselves on the shoulder, you know, and that's what I took from that. But as the, you know, Meghan speaking her salad and these trigger words, which she grabs and uses to propel at you, you know, I'm a mother, I'm feminine, and all what she does, you know, this is what I hate about these women like Meghan Markle, Amber Heard, Jada, the list continues. They grab on to this Me Too and they flutter their eyelashes, the narc angels I call them. And she's speaking about young girls as their voices are being heard, and also that young boys, wait for it, as young boys are being raised to listen and to hear those young women as well. Now this is where I interject, because actually as a mother of a son and a daughter, I naturally want my daughter's voice to be heard. I do. But I also want my son's voice to be heard also. And this is the world of, you know, your Jadas, your Ambers, your Meghans, where they totally disregard the boys as they grab in this feminine touch of mother, feminine, you know, little girls, encourage them to speak. Absolutely encourage those girls to speak and encourage those boys to listen to them. But encourage the girls to listen to the boys too. We're all humans in this room. And naturally I get loads of hate for speaking on women this way, because I should align, I should stand in that queue and celebrate you because I'm an equal to you. But here's my problem in this. When we went in a refuge as children after growing up in domestic abuse, and our life was confused, you know, in me and my little brother, my younger brother, who I had to protect, and I see him crying in the same way, I see him hurting in the same way. When we went in that refuge, we were sat and told, I was simply looked in the eye and told, if you don't break the cycle, you will go on to be abused. And my little brother, who I'd watched go through the most horrific time being shown, just like me, how easily it is to lose your temper, how easily it is to snap. He was told, if you don't break the cycle, you will go on to abuse. These were the lines that we were placed in. A brother and a sister, you know. And in some ways, in some refuges, a few of my followers have told me, and I've looked into it, they have age ranges for the boys, because those boys, in growing up like that, they can go on to intimidate and pass on daddy's way. And you know what? They're children. They're victims of abuse. This is not okay. It's not okay. It's equal. I want my daughter to call out a counterpart, a female mate, if she goes down these confusing ways which they try and preach. But I also want my son to call out an equal counterpart, as in a boy, if he knows that that boy is not treating a girl okay. You know, it's equal. We need it to stay that way. We need respect for every human being that walks this earth. This type of language is not okay. especially when it's being spoken by these archangels who go through this world feeding off other people's pain. As we watch them on the world stage lie to our faces in gaslighting, do all they can to take away from another entity the man in their life, and girls look up to them and think that's the way. No, it's not okay. You know, to make this fair, to make this world balanced, we need to look after all within it, not just a certain being based on their gender and based off our equal to them. Yeah, you know, but these are just my feelings, my thoughts shared as a human being, understanding that there are bad people that walk this earth, simply bad people. I've had the experience of being abused by men in my lifetime. But that moment in that refuge, I knew that that was not okay. That was not right, because simply in that moment in time, he, my little brother, my younger brother, was just as much as a victim as me. And he needed the help, the support and encouragement just like me. And that's where, you know, I differ with these opinions that are placed out on my screen in how we need to encourage boys to listen to girls, and it ends there. But actually, if we encourage them all to listen to each other, I feel like we would actually navigate to somewhat more of an equal in this world.